Hi, everybody. It is college football week 5. Yeah, week 5 already. And we've got Friday action. We've got 3, I think, really good games. One of these might make it onto my card, as I do like all 3 of them. Probably not like a crazy top play, but maybe like a 3-unit play, one of these. But before we get to it, don't forget, if you haven't done so, use that promo code, 10% off code. Use it. It's hot10. They get you 10% off for all existing user. If you're a new user, we've got a free $60. Use the promo code docsports.com/ICCT. That'll get you a free $60 to use and get one of our top plays, each of us. You can use it on each one of us. Or if you want to use it towards the week pass for $99, just pay the difference. You can do that as well. Okay, IC, let's kick this off here. Florida State at Virginia. Florida State's look really good. 3-0 so far. 3-0 against the spread as well. Florida State favored by 7.5. Total 58. What do you like here?
Yeah, Florida. I mean, the public obviously likes Florida State here. How quickly do fortunes change, right? You have a Florida State team that everybody thought was, the world has ended, right? They thought the world has ended, and terrible coaching staff and blah blah blah. All hell is broken loose. Now they're 8th in the country. It only took 3 games. I mean, the world is so crazy right now. It's like the world has ended on this guy, and now he's 8th in the country. Now the Alabama coach is the one that's sort of on the hot seat, as Alabama is 2-1 and dropped 3 places to number 17 in the country. So the canvas here is that Florida State really only had 1 returning starter on offense and 1 returning starter on defense, Darrell Jackson. And now you have Mike Norvell here. He was the offensive coordinator at Arizona State, if you remember. And of course, this team has Gus Malzahn as your offensive coordinator now. You combine that with a guy, Tony White, who's a really good defensive coach. Virginia here has more returning pieces. They have 3 defensive linemen. This is a team that you have a Virginia coaching staff that's relatively dependable. I mean, what I would say is, they've been there for a while. Florida State, of course, did not have a letdown after that Alabama win. They destroyed TMC 77-3. Didn't have a letdown again. They beat Kent 66-10. They've covered all 3 games. Last year, or these 2 teams haven't met since 2019, by the way. So that's interesting. Virginia does come into this game after a big win against Stanford, 58-20. William and Mary, 55-16. Covered both those games. They did lose to NC State, 31-35. But I thought they played pretty well. They played pretty well against Coastal Carolina as well. This team loves to score. Gus Malzahn loves to score points. And it's interesting, Gus Malzahn is, it sort of reminds me of the Arkansas situation, right, with Bobby Petrino. Gus Malzahn is like 59 years old. I don't think he's looking for a head coaching job. Maybe he isn't. I think he's pretty happy being over at FSU, and I think he likes Coach Norvell. There's 2 things here. One, I don't want to take the obvious here and take FSU, because FSU really hasn't played anybody, Craig, since the Alabama game. And Alabama was really rusty coming into that game because it's brand new quarterback, a lot of different things. And it's not like Alabama got beat, but Alabama lost 31-17. So we really don't know how good FSU is going to be on the road. This is their first true road game too. We don't know, right? And Virginia here is a little bit more battle tested in the sense they played NC State and they played Stanford. So I give them that credit. I think Virginia actually might sneak inside the cover. But what I like more in this game is the over in this game. A couple things here. First of all, this is the highest total Virginia has seen so far. All 3 games Virginia this year have gone over. The last 5 for Virginia have gone over. If Virginia is indeed an active underdog, I can see this game going over as well. I like the fact that FSU is going to look to score points here, right? I like if Virginia gets up early in this game, FSU is going to have to score points. My lean here is on the over, and a small lean here on Virginia. I like them both about the same, to be honest with you. I think Virginia is going to surprise. I really do. In fact, the more I talk myself into it, I kind of lean Virginia more than FSU. I don't think I'm smoking the ganja. And I think if you wait a little bit longer, you probably will get +8. Give me Virginia here, plus the 8. I'll go with 33% of the public. I'll fade the public here. We have TCU hooking up against Arizona State. Total is at 55. You have Arizona State coming in as the favorite. This is the same TCU team that routed North Carolina, but I don't know. That win doesn't look that great now. Craig, Arizona State favored by 2.5 on a total of 55. TCU is perfect 3-0. Arizona State 3-1 with their only loss being against Mississippi State on the road. Who do you like?
Yeah, I still don't know if we know how good TCU is going to be, because they beat up on a North Carolina team that hasn't looked great so far. I thought they would maybe show up a little more at UCF. They didn't. They beat Charlotte, right? That was their only win. And now SMU, I think the question's still out. Is SMU going to be a good team this year after, last year they kind of got gifted with the schedule they had? But I do think this is a show-it game. I like Sonny Dykes a lot. I just love he is one of those, like the Chip Kelly when he was at Oregon type guy, where he's just so creative on offense. And Arizona State, I love Dillingham. Like, I think he's a great motivator, coach, and everything. I just think everything went perfect last year at Arizona State. Scatterboo, look what he's done at the Giants. They just don't have quite the talent on offense that I do believe that this TCU team. So I'm going to take TCU on the money line. I don't want the points at all. Give me the extra juice. Give me the TCU team. I think this is a show-it game, and I think they do show well in this one and stay undefeated and take a big step forward, I think, against the spread too. If you like them, take the points, but I'm going to take them on the money line. All right, next game, we got Houston and Oregon State for the last game for Friday night. Houston looked good, beating up on, I think it was Colorado a couple weeks ago on a weekday game. So now they have Oregon State, which has not won a game, 0-4, and has not covered yet. Houston favored by 13, total 48. What do you like here?
So obviously Houston, it's conflicting things here, right? Houston's 3-0 and Oregon State is 0-4. Houston looked good, right, against Colorado, winning 36-20. They were ready for that game. Give them credit. They beat Rice, who has new coaching. That was an impressive win too. Don't overlook that. 35-9. They beat Stephen F. Austin 27-0. Houston has looked good. The only problem is 80% of the public is riding Houston on this game, so that's a little scary. You have Oregon State here who, got routed against Cal, got routed against Fresno, got routed against Texas Tech on the road, and now comes off their worst loss of the year against Oregon, losing 7-41. Both these two teams have no history at all coming into this game. Houston returns 11 players, 7 on offense and 4 on defense. Oregon State, the problem is they only return 1 starter. The coaching is led by Trent Bray, who, serves as defensive coordinator as well. The program is supposed to have had a much better defense to start with, and they have not. Having said that, I think what will happen in this game, and I might look like a lunatic for doing this, but I like the under in this game because I think what will happen is that Houston, keep in mind that after this game, they have Texas Tech on deck. So this could be one of those games where they just kind of rout them and they move forward, and they could really, keep in mind that Oregon State has scored 14 points in the last 2 games between Texas Tech and Oregon, right? And Houston has given up 20 points against Colorado, but 9 against Rice and 0 against Stephen F. Austin. I think this game will probably go under the posted total. I absolutely cannot take Houston here because 80% of the public is on them on a weekday game. But I do like their defensive coordinator-minded coach coming off back-to-back 40-plus performances. I think they'll play better defense at home. And I also think that Houston giving up the most points they have all year long, 20 points. I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes, if they're focused on defense too, if this game goes under the posted total. I will tell you that on a total of 48, about 60% of the public is on the over. I'm going to back the under and fade the public.
Yeah, these Friday night late games, they're the one you want to not be on the public side, FYI. So I like both that you would play, either fade Houston and fade the public on the over. So good pick there. That's what we have for today. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, make sure you get in on that free $60 account, docsports.com/ICCT. Use the promo code. Get in on our Premium Plus. That's our probably best value we have for a total of $49.99. You get all 3 levels. You get Indian Cowboys level 2, me level 3, and you get Lenny's level 1, and you get that for just under $50 a month. So click the link in the description to get in. And don't forget, right here after the video, click on Saturday and Sunday's game where we have the full slate of games for both NFL and college football. Good luck.
Go on YouTube Premium. It's amazing.
Good luck.